Good morning. For the purpose of the interview, please could you introduce yourself and your role for this interview, please?
Good morning. My name is Malcolm Noonan and I am a Green Party Senator in the Irish Parliament.
How do you, as a policymaker, come to a consensus when, there is a lot of information out there? How do you bring that all together and synthesize that to produce policy?
Well, the science element of it is irrefutable. If there are declines in species, if there is a significant decline in water quality, then there is an onus on government and on the state to intervene and address those issues. However, bringing that evidence to a myriad of stakeholders, many of whom could be impacted negatively by changes in policy, is incredibly challenging. Therefore, it is perhaps a political skill to try and take the evidence to these stakeholders via the various fora that we use to agree on consensus on what would be a policy document. And I'm speaking in a context of where you can't avoid the evidence, and that's where the research has to be robust, the research has to be backed up, and to demonstrate to these stakeholders that action in certain areas, in certain interventions, is required to address a challenge or a problem.
And from your perspective, can you give an example to the audience of an area of policy developed by yourself that was supported by academic research?
Well, two pieces of related policies from the nature and biodiversity side of it would be the development of the fourth National Biodiversity Action Plan. It's very, very difficult to collate biodiversity data across an island like Ireland and to bring in the marine, all of the other elements of it, because the data sets and the information is coming from a very disparate range of sources. But having gathered that and engaged with stakeholders at community level, at regional level, and through the Biodiversity Forum, we managed to develop a plan, an actionable plan. So it's collating all of this and distilling it into a document that can be presented to all stakeholders and to the general public as a workable plan. I suppose that from my perspective, it's the use of policy research to inform policies, plans, and perhaps even changes in legislation, but also to use that in a way that can be disseminated and communicated to a broad range of stakeholders in a way that is understandable, that is accessible, and that can be taken on board as being a call to action or a need for interventions in specific areas.
Minister Noonan, thank you for your time.